I'm Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. The World Wide Web, baby. Seen all over the world. Well, the film I'm going to review right now is called The Lady in the Van. Well, this stars Maggie Smith. She plays a woman who lives in a van. But let me tell you a little bit about the story. Also, when I watched this film, I started thinking about her character, but many other people too. They're in her position. What I mean by that, she has Mary Shepard, the lead character in this, Mary Shepard. Well, she has a talent. She was a concert pianist, but they got taken away from her. And then she reacted in such a negative way with her life. She became a nun. Her brother put her in an institution. And eventually she wound up living in a van on someone's property. Now, if you had a talent and it was taken away from you, how would you react? You know, I've seen it happen to some people. You know, they went on drugs and, you know, or they isolated themselves, or they just couldn't communicate with the world when that happened. I've seen it in real life. But anyway, Mary Shepard is the character of this film, but also of a book. And this is based on real facts, real happenings of what happened. Allam Bennett, the Oscar-nominated screenwriter for The Man is King George, he, you know, got with director Nicholas Hytner, and they adopt this play called The Lady in the Van. And in fact, in 1999, Maggie Smith starred in this, and it's an original stage version of Allam Bennett's play. And then it became a radio adaptation. Now they finally bring it to the screen, to film. This is a very thought-provoking movie. Like I said, this lady lives in a van. In fact, she's running away from something that she thought she did too. And that also isolated her in her head, but also in her life. You know, she had this van. She went to rich neighborhoods and parked her van in front of different houses, and she kept moving from house to house. So the rich people said, you know, well, let us help you out a little bit, but you really got to move on. So eventually her van was going to get towed away, but she went into this person's driveway, and he said, well, you can sit here for a few months. She sat there for 15 years, lived in the van. And also, you know, her, you know, toiletry actions were not that good. She smelled all the time. She reeked. She stinked. And there was feces in front of the van, on the side of the van, you know, according to the film. But this film is about human behavior and how we treat people along the way. Now, the other cast members is Dominic Cooper, James Corden, Jim Broadbent, Russell Tovey, Claire Foyle, Francis de la Tour, Eleanor Matsuura, Roger Allam, Stephen Campbell Moore, Alex Jennings, and Allam Bennett himself. One thing about this film is the acting. It was totally believable for me the way Maggie Smith acted in this film as Miss Mary Shepard. She made me believe this woman was funky, I mean, you know, toiletry stinky, but also how desperate this woman was to find some type of peace for herself without, you know, bothering other people or trying to find peace within. Because she also went to the nunnery too, and she couldn't make it there, you know, as a nun. So she was really trying to find more of herself besides a concert pianist, which was taken away from her. And also the people around her too wanted to know much more about her. Finally, someone did find out more about her. she has a family, and the family told them about her history also. And another part of this film too, or part of the story, that was someone who blackmailing her for something she did. Every little money she got, she had to give to that blackmailer. I thought that was despicable. This film, The Lady in the Van, will make you laugh, but also touch your heart, but also give you a chance to look around the world again with a different mindset or a new idea about how we treat humans, but also how we treat ourselves. And also how we treat people we feel that's not making it. I'm making it. But you look at someone who's not making it, how do you treat them? I will admit The Lady in the Van is a thought-provoking film, but the acting by Maggie Smith in this is some of the best I've seen her do. I mean, here this woman's been around for a long time. Oh, let me say Dame Maggie Smith. She's been around for a long time, and she's still good at her art. She is very good at her work. Man, that is what I find really amazing about this story. It's not the best story in the world. I'm only giving this 3 palm trees out of 4. It's not the perfect story, but Maggie Smith is very good in this. She is very good in this, The Lady in the Van. I recommend that you watch this film. It probably won't make any money. A lot of people are not going to see this, but I enjoyed it. Hey, I'm Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.
We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. Yeticket.com. We are your